say that we will always remember Ayimba for the positives and for the man he was. Kenya Sevens legend and former head tactician Benjamin Ayimba has passed on. Ayimba succumbed to multiple complications he was being treated for the past couple of months. Battling with cerebral malaria, Ayimba was admitted at a hospital in Nairobi, and he had been receiving treatment while at high dependency care, but his condition took a turn to the worst for the past few days, and he was pronounced dead on Friday night, 21st May 2021. Born on August 1976, Ayimba enjoyed a stellar playing career in the back row at Impala RFC, the club that he joined in 1995 after completion of his studies at Maseno School between 1991 and 1994.
High school was a beginning for a lot of things. First, it was independence for me from being in a large family to being in a place where I was almost isolated. It was a place where I could express myself. I really wanted to see this new freedom that the high school provided. After my mom dropped me off, it was about games time, so I went back into the dorm, and when I came out, I was asked which sport I played, and I said rugby. Naturally, because it is a sport I was closest to, given that my physical attributes weren't very good for soccer or any other sport. So I went on to say rugby, and I joined the rugby team then. On the day I reported in school, which was the first day that we played rugby, there was a tackling session. And opposite me, with very little knowledge, was the best tackler in the school. He played a position called flank in rugby, and that is where you find the most notoriously aggressive guys. So it happened that when the time came, I was tossed to the ball, and I held it very confidently and ran across. This guy picked me up and planted me on the ground, bottom first. And before I got up, I made life decisions. I decided to pass that pain to everybody I met in a rugby field until God took my breath away. Luckily, I stopped playing before God took my breath away.
He eventually captained Impala to 2 Kenya Cup leagues and Enterprise Cup doubles in 2000 and 2001. He also led the side to 3 National 7 Circuits titles in 1999, 2000 and 2001. Ayimba will also had stints at record Kenyan champions or total nondescripts in 2002 and English side Cornish Pirates between 2003 and 2005. Capped for Kenya in the 7s and 15s version of the game between 1997 and 2006, Ayimba featured for Kenyan 7s at the 1998, 2002 and 2006 Commonwealth Games, as well as the 2001 and the 2005 Rugby World Cup 7s tournaments in Argentina and Hong Kong, respectively. After briefly coaching the Kenyan 15s, he will then take up the Kenya 7s coaching job between 2006 and 2011. He steered the side to a first ever World Series final in 2009 in Adelaide, before creating more history by steering Shujaa to a first ever Rugby World Cup 7 semi-finals in 2009 in Dubai. Returning for a second tour of duty as the head tactician in 2015, Ayimba led the team to a maiden appearance at the 2016 Summer Olympics in Rio de Janeiro, as well as the first ever World Series title when he signed beat Fiji 37 in the 2016 Singapore 7 finals.
Something that came as a dream. We never expected it to happen.
This is going to be the dream start for Kenya. The try-scoring wizard, Injera. And they'll come Kenya, rumbling. The underdogs are serving it up.
We were about to lead at 20-0 by halftime. The crucial score came from Nelson Oyo.
Oh, you goes the leg. He's got wheels for days.
So we kept on digging deep, and we kept on playing very hard, and we kept our defense. At the end of the day, we were able to seal the game, and Fiji were not able to come back.
We're going to get another one for Kenya. It has taken them 114 tournaments to enjoy this moment. Kenya, congratulations, that was just awesome.
It has taken generations from my country to be able to get the first trophy. It's a feeling we had never had as a team. It's something we have always dreamed of. We danced all night, we danced on the ground just to celebrate, and it's something we are going to carry forever in our hearts.
Sat on the bench for another 6-7 minutes. I couldn't feel my body. I didn't know who I was, I didn't know where I was. Remember, Fiji beat us 70 points to 5 in '98 when I was playing. And that's why I vowed never to be shamed by Fiji like that again. We came close in Dubai in '99.
Yeah.
In 2009.
Yeah.
When we got to we beat them in the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
But this for me was God telling me it's time. We beat them convincingly, 30 points. That was anybody beating Fiji by 30 points has achieved something in his life.
Different rugby icons in Kenya have always had some positive words about Benjamin Ayimba.
First real, I can say real encounter na Benjamin ilikuwa hapa the rugby football grounds. I was playing a club game. I think we were playing against Harlequins. I had gone for that conversion. Kimbuka kicking that conversion from the corner, I managed to kick na nikaingiza. Somebody kwa stands akasema, "Young Tuck, endelea kucheza hivyo, endelea kukick kama hizo, very soon utajoin Kenya Sevens." Kuangalia ndo nikaona ule ni Benja yule coach wa Sevens. That is the moment I got called up kwa Kenya Sevens. As an individual, most of the milestones nimekuwa nazo kwa hii game, something funny, Benja amekuwa involved kwa zote. My first ever top try scorer in the series back in 2009, he was the coach. Alinipatia chance winning a tournament as a team. He was the coach pia, alikuwa hapo ndani. So unazoona milestones mob sana, my first try. So all those milestones nimekuwa nazo kwa team. Unapata mtu kama Benja alikuwa involved. Naweza sema I think I'm very happy and glad that alinipatia opportunity. Nimekuwa able to achieve what I've achieved throughout the years, and I'm just happy that I was given that chance by him, and I'm hoping that pia mimi in future maybe I can be able to replicate that in terms of team camaraderie na kuelewana, understand players vizuri. I think Benja ni one of those coaches. Hii mambo ingine maybe anaweza kuwa amelack in terms of knowledge na vitu kama hizo, but in terms of just understanding player. Unajua ile tu anajua mother yako, anajua brother yako, anajua mali unatoka, ana understand tu life yako, where you're from. I think that is one of his key strengths. He really understands players na ana make sure pia akiwa part of that setup hakuna player hata jua mali mwingine anaishi. So unapata kwa time tulikuwa tunakuwa na hizi, anasema saa tu tunakaa session. Nyinyi mnakaa session, mnadhani mmekuja kukimbia, hakuna kukimbia, mnapata mmekuja kanyama. Anasema leo ni drinks. Kama mnashanga, drinks aje tena coach? Hii drinks tena sitatumesa. Mnapiga tu drinks na mnaenda home. Unaona vitu kama hizo pia inafanya players mnakuwa na hiyo psyche. Ama tu invite kwake, tunakaa kwake, tuna have a barbecue, tuna enjoy. Ama next time anasema tunaenda kwa player fulani. So mna mituko, mna enjoy. So unapata ni vitu kama hizo. Pia alikuwa anapenda hizi such like camps, tunaenda out of town. Si kila siku tuna train hapa. So unapata maybe asema this weekend tutakuwa huko Nandi. Tunaenda to these places maybe players wengine pia wajui ni wapi. And you know pia ina encourage hiyo team bonding, so kwa sababu mna spend time kwa basi mkienda mkirudi, so mnakuwa tu together tightly as a group. Alafu pia yeye sio ati akiwaambia mna team bonding, yeye pia anakaa kando. Yeye ako ndani.
I knew Benja from the time he was in high school. A great player coming from Western Kenya. And when he came to Nairobi, he settled at Impala Rugby Football Club. And watching him transform from being just an ordinary player to captain of Impala, captain of Nondis, captain of the Kenya national team, until he transformed himself from a player to a coach, and not just a coach for sevens, but also a 15s coach. He's been a captain and coach of the national 15s team, and captain of the sevens team, as well as coach of the sevens team. And it was a pleasure to watch him, commentate him, go around the world following him and seeing what he was doing, his achievements, both as a player and a coach. And I think the highlight of Benjamin's career was being a Kenyan coach who brought the first World Rugby Sevens title to Kenya.
Away from the Kenya Sevens, Ayimba had coaching stints at Homeboys RFC, Mean Machine and Kenya Harlequins, where he served as an assistant tactician until his passing on. Different memories, different moments, and a legend has gone. You will remember him because of different attributes, but for Ayimba, he always said, "I am a person who loves cricket. I enjoy basketball, and always I will support Gor Mahia." As KTN and Standard Group, we say, rest in peace, Benjamin Ayimba.
Are you all my person?
I know plenty of rugby players, plenty of Kenyans who also are saying that they are grateful because of what Ayimba has been able to do. I know for some of us, Ayimba was not just a national team coach, he was a friend, a person who would call and just have some talks and discussion, and we had built that kind of relationship. So I know it's not the best of the news at this particular time, but such is life. They say that what exactly are you doing at this particular time, and how are we going to remember you when your time comes, because we are all in that journey. Plenty of people having some different messages on the different social media platforms. Allow me just to sample a few, because I know for Benjamin Ayimba, a lot of people remember him because of the positives that he was able to bring in the national rugby outfit, but also off the pitch. He had some very, very instrumental moments where he's just trying to nurture some young talent, but his time came. So I'm seeing here Charles Bazenga is saying, "May Benjamin Ayimba rest in peace." I'm also seeing Nairobi's best. He's saying Benjamin Ayimba was an incredible special part of rugby in Kenya. He will forever be remembered for his outstanding pace and skill, his strength as a player and coach, and his kind and genuine nature, both on and off the pitch. I think I will concur with that, and some of us actually have been able to experience that. Kevin Kibugi is saying, "My condolences to friends and family of Benjamin Ayimba. A giant, a warrior, and a fighter has left us. Rest well, brother, till we meet again." I'm also seeing here confessions threads saying, "Rest easy, Benjamin Ayimba. A true legend we had. Now we flow with messages of how good he had led the team, but when he needed us most, tulimtoka. Hata kwa fundraising, hatukutoa anything." And then some curse word there I will not read. So for him, it's a different sentiment altogether. I'm also seeing here the IO is saying, "Rest in power, Benja, a legend, an icon, an inspiration, a conqueror, a record maker." And yes, plenty of records are coming just as a collection of his accolades. I'm also seeing here Samuel Chalongo is saying, "Rest with the angels, Coach Benjamin Ayimba." I'm also seeing Side Mirror is saying, "Benjamin Ayimba, we've truly lost a legend." I'm also seeing here Sami Wakivondo is saying, "The president donated 1 million for Benjamin Ayimba while he was in hospital, but a proper and better healthcare system in the country would have done much better." Different sentiments all together here. I'm also seeing Silas Chepkeres Kakimba is saying, "As a player for Sevens and later its a coach, you flew the nation's pride, our flag higher. May your soul find peace, eternal rest. Benjamin Ayimba, most ahinya to the family, loved ones, relatives, friends, and the Kenyan nation. R.I.P. Benjamin Ayimba." I know as a nation we're mourning, and the family at this particular time, it is a hardship moment, and we hope that everything will flow and everything will be well. Allow me to digress from Ayimba's story a little bit and just focus on something else that has been happening. I know last week I transversed different parts of the country, North Rift to be specific, just to see how the state of the stadia and that region is, and actually how the different athletes have been able to cope with the facilities